too hard for MTV. Not black.
And it's the West All-Stars to start out. Now let's check out the starters for the East All-Stars. We've got Jalen Brunson on out there with Cade Cunningham. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Giannis in its center, locking down the middle. And so it's the West getting on the board first. Here's Brunson, buries the 20-footer.
With how fast Brunson plays, his pull-up is really unguardable.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and there it is for him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And the shot goes in. Brunson's got his second bucket.
And Brunson recognizes how to execute inside. The D must be more physical with it. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Brunson against Curry. Steps back. And Jalen Brunson again. Brunson's got 6.
And defense is all over Brunson inside, but still manages to outmaneuver them for the deuce.
Jokic passes to Doncic. Outside for Curry to the right side. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. It's a 5-point game. Lets it go with a 3. West All-Stars with the rebound. Curry way outside, and the West hit again from deep.
This is exactly the kind of unique range that Curry has. I mean, as soon as he crosses half court, you got to get up on it.
Giannis a screen on Curry. Inside, Antetokounmpo.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. We briefly talked about Jaylen Brown and what kind of defensive mindset you have to have against him. And he said, we have to be willing to work just as hard as he is. We have to fight through every single screen, talk to one another, and contest every shot we can. Sounds like it'll be an all-out effort against Brown here in this one. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thank you.
And I like seeing Brunson drive inside. Good at just keeping the pressure on the defense.
And a deep free from Curry. And it's Jalen Brunson with the rebound. Curry with the steal. SGA passes to Wembanyama. And Doncic throws it down.
Can't let Doncic get the positioning he seeks, or he'll dunk all over you.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. LeBron's checked in for the West. And the East All-Stars also making a switch. Towns is checked in. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And Cunningham with the slam.
And the challenge defensively is to find Cunningham at all 3 levels. He can beat you at the rim. He can beat you from 30 feet out and everything in between.
And Towns throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here's Cunningham following the basket by LeBron James. And the dunk by Towns.
Leaving no doubt on that one. The explosiveness of Towns, really powerful.
Here's Curry. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. And it's 8 points for Stephen Curry.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
You've got to respect the mind Brown has for the game. Both ends of the floor, he is so good at spotting the opening and taking advantage.
Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Jalen Brunson. And he nails the third. 1:35 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he gets it to go. SGA's got his second basket of the game.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Brown, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Jokic finds Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one's good. Doncic.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now, here's Cunningham. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Six on the shot clock. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. Oh, he gets it before the hole.
How about that?
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an impossible shot, man, even when you don't have the clock to worry about.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the West All-Stars. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll take a quick break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the West All-Stars.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
On the court for the East All-Stars here in the second. Jalen Brunson out there with Mitchell. Then it's Pascal Siakam. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Johnson in at the 3 slot. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot, guys. Luka Doncic has studied LeBron James' game for a long time, and now they're teammates. Luka said, "It's a dream come true. I always look up to him. I think we both make our teams better. Our IQ is very high. Just having two guys like that on the court helps the whole team out." Kevin, back to you.
Quite a tandem. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Edwards with it. Now defended by Mitchell. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards.
You cannot give Luka any space out beyond the arc because he'll make you pay every time.
Mitchell wide open. Mitchell dials it up from distance.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Wembanyama's checked in. Maxey's checked in for the East. Towns. That was something to see.
Good. How about this combo, guys? Part super athlete, part contortionist. Towns continues to impress.
Here's Doncic. Doncic converts inside.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
The West leading by 14. Wembanyama down low. Towns on him. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Johnson sets the screen for Brunson. Tries again, and Johnson with the lay-in good. Johnson's got his first points of the night.
Gotta love that effort for the second chance point.
Wembanyama passes to Edwards. Towns against Wembanyama. From outside the arc, it's rebounded by Brunson.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And it's Towns missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And that one, good.
James doing his thing in close to the hoop. Good work there.
The East trail by 16. Brunson with a clean look. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Brunson's got 4 points this quarter. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. The West making some changes. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Kevin Durant. And Curry subbed in for Doncic. The East also changing it up. Antetokounmpo comes in for Jalen Johnson. And it's Cunningham in for Jalen Brunson. The West leading by 14. Curry outside. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists in the game. Giannis outside. There's Giannis with the slam.
Combination of size and elite athleticism on full display from Giannis there.
LeBron left side. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
How about using that 7'3" wingspan of his to gobble up offensive boards? Antetokounmpo making it happen on the glass.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possession.
And Towns throws it down.
You know, there's very little the defense can do to slow Towns down when he has momentum like that on the drive.
LeBron can't get it to go.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that. You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
And that one's good, SGA.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Maxey. The West All-Stars pull it in. Curry on the wing. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 3 assists in the game. Mitchell outside. And he drives in. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Some nice passing here by the West. Pulls it from the elbow. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Wembanyama has got 4 points this quarter. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Giannis. And a wide open look for Cunningham. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And you can play Cunningham on the ball, off the ball. He's really a generational talent, partly because of his versatility.
Here's Wembanyama, and he banks in the layup. Wembanyama's got 11 points.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
And so it's the West All-Stars closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Curry has been sensational.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
The East trail by 20. SGA is out there with Curry. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Doncic in at the 3. That's the 5 for the West All-Stars right now. Wembanyama outside. Knocks down the 3 ball. 14 points for him.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to get.
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Here's Maxey. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Maxey's got his second bucket of the night. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the West All-Stars. Wembanyama way outside. Maxey grabs the miss. The East trail by 20. Here's Giannis. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Second chance shot. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 11 points.
Effective from the mid-range. For Cunningham, it's about shooting with confidence.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. So are dynasties a thing of the past? Well, Commissioner Adam Silver said, I'm fine with dynasties and I'm fine with new teams emerging every year. What the fans want to see is great competition. As long as teams are emerging through great management, let the results happen however they play out. Guys, back over to you.
You just won a fair fight. Okay, thank you, Allie. Wembanyama looking it over from deep three-point territory. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Spins from deep. Brunson. The West grabs the miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Wembanyama for 3. And the West hit again from deep.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on SGA. Giannis dunks it down.
Good work between the teammates that time, leading him perfectly.
The West leading by 19. And a deep three from Curry. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Here's Cunningham. And the rejection by Wembanyama launches a three, hits the three-point bomb. Wembanyama's got 12 now in this quarter.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Towns, he's checked in for the East.
In for the East All-Stars, number 32, Anthony Towns.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Giannis outside. Pass to Towns. Back to Giannis. Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by Doncic. The West leading by 22. And Wembanyama puts up a deep three. The quick look, no good that time. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Cunningham against Jokic. It's good. Cunningham's got 13 points.
And you can see why they continue to call Cunningham's number. Once he's flipped that switch, let him go to work.
Boy, he gives this team exactly whatever scoring it needs, and that's one of the things you really like about it.
And the East has possession. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
Offensively, he's carrying his weight, doing his part. Maybe they should get the ball to him a little bit more.
Jokic passes to Wembanyama. Tries to save it, and they recover it. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Some nice passing here by the West. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander.
How about the range? Wembanyama has that rare ability at the center spot.
SGA against Cunningham. To the inside. Brown. And then Brown with the dunk.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
A three from Wembanyama. East grabs the miss. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Antetokounmpo finds Brunson. Back to Giannis. Lets the three fly. And Cade Cunningham good for three. Cunningham's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And defense has to guard Cade in the corner. He will take and make that shot.
Here's Curry with the three. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. The kick out to Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the West. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. We come back right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court right now for the East All-Stars, they've got Jalen Johnson. Actually out there with Cunningham. Then it's Donovan Mitchell, and it's Towns in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The East trail by 17. Axie on the wing. And another three from the East.
Really showing you how quick he can be with the basketball. Maxey letting it fly in a hurry.
Wembanyama against Towns. And it's Victor Wembanyama with a three. Wembanyama's got 34.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Here's Cunningham. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got it. Pass to Wembanyama. From deep, LeBron. And the West hit again from deep.
Not the guy you want to give three-point opportunities to. LeBron doesn't hesitate to take these shots and knock them down.
And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars.
I wouldn't count on him missing the mid-range shot again. That's a good look for him.
And the West hit again from deep.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Halt the run, and they call Anthony Towns with the jam.
That's just good fundamentals from Cunningham. When a guy is that open, you gotta get it to him.
Wembanyama passes to SGA. Good on the triple.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle them up right away. To go for the West. Jokic, he's checked in for James. Luka Doncic comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Stephen Curry in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And then for the East, Antetokounmpo's checked in for Johnson. Brown comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Cunningham. To Giannis, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Another night we see Giannis at his best. This defense doesn't have a clue as to how to guard him.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul, first team foul.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the West All-Stars.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the three. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it.
Cunningham, he's checked in for the East.
Considered by many to be the best prospect since LeBron James, Wembanyama seems determined to reach his full potential.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Curry's shot is good.
Off a pass, Steph Curry, that one is always going in, or almost always going in.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me.
Treated the rim like it stole something from it.
Wembanyama finds Jokic. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama.
Have a lot of respect for Jokic's feel for the game. He plays the right way, sees everything, great vision, and he processes what he sees so quickly.
Maxey passes to Brunson. Takes a shot at the elbow. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
And that's how you move the ball, putting the defense in a really tough spot.
And here's Jokic outside. And the West hit again from deep.
Well, Jokic is a judicious three-point shooter, so you know he likes the look when he takes one.
That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
He is on one right now, carrying the offense. Just keep finding him.
It's Curry outside. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Maxey. No good from outside.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
The deep 3 from Wembanyama. And the West hit again from deep.
And Wembanyama with the skills of a guard.
Brunson outside. Maxey kicks to Brown. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Brown's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Edwards finds Wembanyama. And here is Curry. And the West hit again from deep.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the East. Pass to Giannis. Good ball movement here by the East. Brown, good.
Jaylen Brown.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Wembanyama passes to Kerr. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And Jokic gets it to go.
Jokic has such an efficient, soft stroke, especially from this in-between area.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Doncic. From deep, Maxey. To the left side wing. Jokic kicks to Edwards. Takes the three. And the West hit again from deep.
And the efficiency is there, but the aggressiveness is really lacking. So far, it hasn't hurt them much.
So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.